Hello everyone, this video is mainly aimed at people who are just starting their trading journey, but there are also some valuable insights for those who have been doing this for some time already but haven't given scalping the attention it deserves, and it can help them become better traders overall. I will be focusing on why scalping techniques can help you build a great foundation, and once you have mastered them you can pan out to longer time frames and holding longer trades. So let's get started. If you're starting out at a prop firm, from my experience, they will actually give you one or a couple of connected instruments to start off with. They will then force you to learn everything there is about the market and make you make as many trades as possible in that instrument when you're just starting out. They do this so you can learn the market by heart and all of the nuances that come with trading it. That's important because every instrument is different. If you're an order flow trader, this is especially the case. So if you're looking at, for example, the CME markets, more specifically, let's say the S&P futures, it will be a lot different from trading the treasury market. In the last couple of years, the treasury market has been really volatile due to the large hiking cycle that started in 2022. But if you have seen the market before this, you would know that the treasuries barely moved a few ticks in the whole day, while the S&P moves faster and with less volume and depth. So you just have to learn how each of these markets behave. This is also the case, for example, across similar instruments such as equity indices. If you are looking at the S&P, it's a lot different from the Dow and the Russell. They may have some similarities, but they are not the same thing. Watching the Nasdaq, for example, is like watching the S&P but on steroids. It's a whole different beast. So if you are trying to handle a lot of new markets while just starting out, it won't be as effective as focusing on one. Trading the market and being actually engaged in it is not the same as just observing it. Of course, one of the most important things you can do as a beginner trader is to get as much screen time as possible. You should be watching the market 24/7 while just starting out. I should make it clear, you can also be a good trader if you only trade during the regular trading hours. But you should first get to know them and how they behave. Regular hours are a whole different game than if you are looking at pre-market and post-market. They behave like two different markets. There's a lot less volatility and there's a lot less of actual retail trading going on in the pre-market and the post-market. So yeah, you should be careful and know which type of market you're in before you do anything. You should be watching the market at all times and be involved in it. And if you want to be involved, you should be trading it. If you get into a trade and feel the market going against you, and you feel the pressure of being in a losing trade, you get a lot better understanding of the underlying market than if you're just observing it without taking any action. This is also the case for trading live and not sim, but you should definitely start with paper trading until you get a large enough sample that you're successful at it. There are a lot of great exercises for getting a better feel for the flow and timing your entries. Now this is kind of specific to trading futures. If you dig around the internet long enough, you can find some great exercises. For starters, I recommend the ones Jigsaw Trading preaches. The link will be in the description. Just so you get an understanding of what these look like, one exercise is trying to make as many one-tick winners without the market going against you. Another one is being constantly in a position, and then when you feel the market flipping, you just close out and reverse immediately so you are constantly in a position. These are great at teaching you all the intricacies of the market. This is also a great thing to do if you have been trading one instrument for some time and you feel comfortable with it, and you would like to approach a new market. The next and most important point is the power of numbers. If you have thousands of trades, you can have actual statistics with high confidence levels that can show you how well you are doing. You can use some programs called trading journals that allow you to keep track of this. Jigsaw has its own tool called Journalytics. There are some other ones that people use like TraderView and TraderSync. But if you're starting out and don't feel like paying for something, you can do this in Excel. It will be more labor, but it's doable. I know a lot of traders that have been doing it this way and they are successful. So you can create a really large data set in a short amount of time with scalping. Let's say you have a month of trading data and you are swing trading. You have one trade a week and that would mean you have only 4 trades at the end of the month. And to create a meaningful data set that can actually show you your expectancy, your win rate and everything else, you need a lot more than 4 trades. You should be aiming for upwards of 100 trades in a day. They can be only 15 to 30 seconds on average, it doesn't matter, but you should be taking a lot of them. And if you are doing it every day and you have 100 trades a day, By the end of the month you can have 2000 and more trades. And they can actually show you how long you have been in your winners, how long you have stayed in your losers, how much you're taking from each one, and so on. Then you can start removing those that don't work. If you have a lot of data, you can find patterns in your trading, and you can have a top-down approach. If you see trades not working at a specific time of the day, change something in your trading or eliminate those trades completely. This way you clean up your data. And then from 100 trades per day, you will get down to maybe only 10 trades a day, which is still a lot for some people, but it's a lot less than the initial 100. If you have mastered scalping, it will help you tremendously getting into longer time frame trades. If you have built a case for a long in some market that you plan on holding as a swing trade, you cannot just enter the trade blindly. The execution part plays a big role in the success of it, no matter the duration you want to be in it. And if you want to master the execution, you have to scalp. Every tick matters. This is also true for scaling out of trades. One thing this might give you trouble with later on is overtrading. I have to make it clear, when you're starting out, you should be overtrading, because all of the things I mentioned earlier. But it can still build in trigger happiness, and this is one thing you should keep in mind while trading. If you start out like this, it might force you to just trade all the time and always have 100 trades in a day. But you can fix this by keeping track of your statistics, as I mentioned earlier. You should create predefined rules that make you enter a trade, and if those rules do not apply, then you just sit on your hands. Scalping is not for everyone, but I believe it's the best way to start and to gain edge through data collection and reviewing trades. As a novice, you should be going through all of the markets that are available to you. You will find yourself comfortable with maybe only one of them. I know some people that only trade one market, and they're doing pretty good. I know people that have 30 letters on their screen at all times, and they trade all of these markets, and they're good at it as well. Not everything works for everyone, and that's okay. It's only important for you to find what you're comfortable with. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Peace.